Semen retention should be a duty to yourself as a man. As a man. Not as a boy, but as a man. And when I say man, I'm talking about someone who carries themselves with pride because of who they are, because of their integrity, because of their values and morals and what they do and bring to the world. If you're doing all these bad habits, if you're watching porn, like, we grow up and we don't even realize how bad all these things are. We don't realize how much it impacts us on a deeper level, on a spiritual level. Like, just think about if you're watching porn, you're watching a video, you don't know who those people are. You don't know, I mean that, like, you don't know if they struggle. You don't know if you're using somebody by doing that. And you also, like, regardless of that, you don't know them. It's like walking out and just looking at somebody random that you don't know. Just zoom out a little bit and watch yourself doing that. And just how weird and strange it is, and what energy you cultivate by doing that. What you're telling yourself as a man or as a boy. What are you telling yourself subconsciously about your own worth and about other people's worth when you do that? What do you bring to the world? And it's not just like an innocent little thing. It's not just a release. It's not just a natural thing. Like, a few years back, before I found retention, I've never had a problem with corn. I've never been addicted like a lot of people, but I still watched it from time to time. And it was because I was projecting my own, relationship to it, where I wasn't really addicted. And I was just thinking, like, yeah, it's not a big problem. Like, I don't feel like it impacts my mind too much. But even that, like, that who's a deep thinker, like, I always reflect a lot. I think about what I do and who I am and everything. The fact that I'm not saying that because I'm, like, special, but, like, the fact that I can be so kind of confident in that opinion shows me that people who are truly lost and people who don't think, maybe they don't have the power and the strength to really think. Maybe they're in such a low point that it's kind of their life. It's kind of their outlet for all the stress that they feel. I just realized how deep it can go. And the thing is, the lower you are in consciousness, like in the consciousness spectrum, the lower feelings that you feel, like, energetically, when you're in, shame and guilt and just depression and everything. And, like, if you're retaining, you know this is true as well, because what I was trying to say is, the lower you are, the smaller your consciousness and your mind is. Like, the lower you're on that spectrum, the less ability you have to really reflect and think about other things. Like, you only feel bad feelings and emotions, and you only have this, like, very negative mindset, and you just cope. Like, that's your whole life, kind of. But when you retain, you elevate your whole consciousness and your whole perspective on life, and you see these things so clearly. You see how bad it is. You see how much more there is to life than this. And that's why it's so difficult to tell people who are not retaining that they should retain, because before you know it, you don't know it, and you don't have the ability to even see that there's another option. And retention is like going to the gym. It's like a spiritual workout. And it's kind of the same thing when you try to tell someone who's, overweight or just out of shape. Like they only see like junk food as like enjoyment, and they don't have anything else going on in their life until they reach such a low point where they have to take care of themselves. They have to change. And it's the same with this. Like, you have to spiritually reach such a low point that you don't even get pleasure anymore from these things. And you realize, like, I have to do something. Your inner self comes out finally and tells you, like, hey, we need to change. So it's very hard to see it if you're in lower vibrations, because it just covers your whole mind and it's so hard to pull yourself out. But with retention, you get this clarity, and that's the most important thing that you get on retention, the clarity. So everybody should retain for themselves, and this energy that you gain from retention not only pulls you out of your misery and your negative vibrations, but it pulls out abundance from yourself, where you actually can help the world. You can, like, your energy is being put out into the world. Like, it's not just about you, but everything starts with you. Everything starts with us. Like I've said in my other videos, like, we are the world. So if you want the world to change, and if you want things to be better, you have to start with yourself. You have to go in yourself. And the most important thing, and the easiest way that you can do that as a man, is to start retaining. You have abundance of energy in yourself. You just don't know it. If you just retain and stay on retention, even if you fall off, even if you relapse, just go back on it, learn from it, and go back on it. It won't be perfect the first time. For the most of us, that's super difficult. But if you just retain and keep going, you will elevate in so many ways that you don't even know. So every man should retain, and it's a duty for yourself to retain and change, because no one is coming to save you. No one is going to hold your hand when you go through difficult things. Or maybe you have someone, but you know what? It won't help. You have to hold your own hand. That's the real key you got to understand. Even if you have somebody to talk to, I don't know, support you in any way, the only way that you can actually change on the inside and not just talk to people about things and feel this comfort by having their support, is that you have to support yourself. You have to go in yourself and find yourself and pick yourself up and tell yourself, this is going to be okay. I am going to pull me and you through this. This is teamwork. This is me and you. You have your conscious self, and you also have your inner self that you can talk to and feel. And it's so important that you make that relationship strong and you actually build that relationship. Because like I said, no one is coming to save you. It might feel like savior. It might feel like someone is there when they support you, when you can talk to people or when you can express things and whatever. But the real work and the real key is finding that in yourself, and then being freed from all of this, being freed from needing people. And as a man, it's so important that you can do this, because the world will test you in so many ways. Like, this will never go away, the testing. You will be tested even when you think everything is going good. You're going to be tested. And I have been through a lot of pain and struggle in my life, so I know what it takes to get out of a dark place. And if you're in a dark place right now, or you're feeling low, or you're feeling like you don't know where to go or a way out, I can't guarantee anything. I can't tell you what your journey is going to be like. The only thing I can say is, don't waste your energy on survival when you can thrive. If you just go through difficult things now and just start and take it day by day, like just keep stacking days, one day at a time. If you stick to your good habits, something that you know is good for you, and you just stick to it one day at a time, 1 hour at a time, 1 minute at a time, and just stick to it, what I can guarantee you is that it will get better. You will become more powerful, stronger, healthier. You will expand your mind. You will expand your consciousness. And you will see that life is about much more than these degenerate habits and these low vibrational things that people think is giving them happiness and fulfillment. Like, quit all the drugs, all the like bad social media habits you have. If you want to, and if you can, go off social media. Like, don't live your life on your phone. Don't live online. That's like, reality is in front of your eyes. You can live life, but we're living on this fucking phone. And you know, when people talk these days about AI and everything, I just think in my head and I realize, like, the issue with all of this and the issue that people have is not AI. It's that we're so much on the fucking phone. We're online. We don't live life anymore. We don't have time in our own mind to be with ourselves and figure out who we are. And we don't have philosophers today, because everyone is just living online in this social media fake world, when you can go outside and see the fucking beauty in the world. Like, I'm just looking now there. Look at the sky, look at fucking trees. Like, everything is beautiful out here. And like, we stay inside on our fucking couch or our bed, and we scroll social media, and we look at these like AI this, AI that, or social media this, social media that. Like, it's a sad world, bro. So not only is it a duty that you retain for yourself, but like I said, your energy can change the world. We can change the world, and we can change how the whole society and the whole world vibrates. We are the change. Men are the leaders. We have to fucking stand up and do something. And we have to inspire. We have to change. We have to do it with love and compassion, but we have to do it in a powerful way and in a firm way. Like, we can't be weak when it comes to this, because this is a war. Like, retention is not easy at all. So, like, I don't know how this video sounds, but you might be inspired right now after watching this video. But trust me, you're going to end up in situations where you're going to feel the true test that's coming your way from the universe. And it's going to be difficult, but just stay on it and it's going to get better. So yeah, it's every man's duty to stay on retention and better the world. And I'm doing my part as good as I can, and I hope you're doing it as well. And other than that, have a good day. Peace.